Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, and a Rocky Mountain High. Folsom Field, one of the most beautiful settings in sports. Ralphie is out there looking to run over somebody, and the Buffaloes are fired up and ready today. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Volunteers will kick this deep to start us off. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it here. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, you talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
On 1st down, it's play action. And it's caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. They try to run it with the option. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Now they're running on the toss. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap. He turns it around. He flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So second and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Tight end makes the grab.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Press coverage now from the secondary. Now here's the toss play. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Man, the defense took everything away. He tried to get to the inside, had to bounce it all the way to the outside, and then they took that away. He couldn't turn the corner. He was forced out of bounds for a loss.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He knocks this one right through. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about. The Volunteers will line up here on first down and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. First down here for this offense. The Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he throws his third interception of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The Vols pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Clements. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. The Vols are going to cash in this red zone trip. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that catch is hauled in. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. Could be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. A field goal would make this a 2-score game, but they elect to go for it on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he will score! Touchdown, Vols. And they get set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner choosing to field this one. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He's moving out of the pocket. Finds the receiver wide open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. On the toss play, runner moving left. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
I love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this fourth down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. They get after them with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Love to see a post corner executed perfectly because it really shows you the time that a quarterback and a receiver have put in together. That time it's ran perfectly. The timing was there, and great
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now the important point after attempt. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count.
It's a safety.
Boy, great defense right here. That is diagnosing the screenplay. You see how that defender chased it down? Earns his team 2 points. He just saw it coming from the snap.
And it's taken at the 25. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Play action here on first down. Going for a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Using his legs, it's Clements. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Offense tops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. A sack sets up a second down and very long. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And looking for a big play here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs.
Boy, this is a huge score, not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically, to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Gives it to the back. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
They're going to run it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying the run, it's Clements.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for 6. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that is no good. And the lead remains at 16 after the miss.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. And the Buffaloes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's got it. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it at the 15. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they'll get him down that time. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Colorado. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Motion now from the tight end. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And they've got him behind the line. There is a penalty marker, but if it's on the offense, it'll be a change of possession. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Takes the handoff. It's Clemens. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Clemens. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got his man in the open field. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's an option look. Picks up the first, looking for more. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the Volunteers have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Clements. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
That run moves the ball to the 16. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Buffalo starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.